Oh, it's working. It's working then. Righty-ho. Just got to do something here and do that and do that. Do you like my new picture? It's Grey Pape. I've got me Senna Grey Pape, my own little pet Grey Pape. And it comes in a can. Grey Pape in a can. I'm still not feeling 100%, but I'm feeling a whole lot better than I did yesterday. So it's time for some oos in the houses. And we got Big Tony B in the house. We got Mama Elaine in the house. Mr. The End is coming in the house. Righty, ho. Here we go. And what is it? It's another Dicky special. Because he's very special, isn't he? He's a very special man. And so is Diet Chips. They're both very special. And why are they very special? Because they're one of a small number of people that should be in fucking prison. For the safety of the whole community. And why is that, Karma? Why is that? Well, if you didn't know, Diet Chips has been giving fucking Dicky alibis. In one of the grape cases, it was said by Dickory-Doo, your knob smells of poo, Dickory, hey, what you got to say? He said that Diet Chips were in bed upstairs and he used him as his fucking alibi because Diet Chips never woke up. And if what had happened to that lady happened, there was no way Diet Chips had have slept through it. So I think that throws into question anything that Dicky says about Diet Chips in any fucking allegations he's got against him and he's used him as an alibi. Don't you? Because Diet Chips now has come out and said, yeah, we got pulled over by the police, yeah, and Dicky had to go home, yeah, and I'm here now outside at 10:30 to 11 o'clock and there's nobody here. Even though he sat it wrong fucking place. It's clearly there for 30 fucking seconds and it's clearly not there when Motor Buggy and Making Gains were there. Because Motor Buggy were there from 10:30 to 11:15. And then when Making Gains turned up, pardon me, Making Gains said to that bloke on that veg stall, has anybody been here? And he says, no, there's been one guy here. I don't know, I couldn't quite hear how long ago he said. He says, there's been one guy here, but that's it. So he'd never fucking been. Full of shit. They're both full of shit. And his dad's an enabler. He's fucking enabling him to get away with what he's getting away with. Anyway, I'm going to do some reading arts. I don't know who more relentless, Tony or Karma. Keep it up, lads. Oosh! In the house, Mr. Lee. David McIntyre. Got your name right this time, didn't I? Morning, Karma. I know it's probably been asked before, but who the hell is Dicky Hickey's cameraman? I'm glad you fetched that up. I could have even wrote that myself because his name is Axel. That's all I know on him. But I'm glad you fetched that up because he seems to be able to fly under the radar, doesn't he? And I think it's about time he got a light shone on him because if he's still enabling Dicky after all this that's come out now, then there's question marks about him, about his, well, if not about him himself, but his morals. If he's still willing to fucking do all these videos and edit these videos for Dicky, knowing that these videos that are going out are getting used to entice vulnerable people and fucking children and adults to watch these fucking videos and for him to make money out of them, then there needs to serious questions should be asked about this guy. And he needs to come out and clear his point of view on all this. If he's still going to work for Dicky, then he needs a light shining on him. And we need to know why he's still willing to work for Dicky. Anyway, Big Tony Burkitt, I have his address and work. Should have read that, Tony. Should have before I fucking started talking. Axel Tate, Joe Kill. He actually fights, only bashes his wee Willy Winky. Casey should be knighted for the relentless work. in bringing... Look, I'm not going to no palace where Andrew's going to be there. You know what I mean? Because he might be having a hotline to fucking Dicky, because they're both in the same boat, them dirty bastards. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Let's do a few more us-usses, though, because I like us-usses. Fafoni, you can't get your name right any fucking time. Scott Thompson, in the house. In the house. In the house. And I used to call my bro Dicky. I've done for years, but now it's back to Richard. Axel is Dicky's carer. Niolo Tio. T-side 420, morning Karma, morning T-side 420, in the house, Slime Reaper, morning Karma, how's the ears? They're a lot better this morning. I took a couple of painkillers last night, and I put some olive oil, I've dripped a bit of olive oil in them. That's what somebody said to do anyway, and I could hear them on some, what's that fucking stuff that you bicarbonate of soda, they can get these things. We've got olive oil and bicarbonate of soda in. So I dripped some of them in. I could hear it bubbling inside. So Atwood has thrown Dicky away now. White creature. I know he has, hasn't he? But let's just go back in time with Atwood. Right, Atwood had a bloke on his show. You'll know more about this than me. This is what I'm getting, like second-hand and third-hand information. He had a bloke on his show who said he was a Marine in America. And then it turned out that this bloke who exposes people who pretend to be Marines in America said that he wasn't a Marine in America, and he was pulling up his information that says that he wasn't in this class when he said he was in all this shit. And then, so what Atwood did, he made that person produce his paperwork to prove that he was a Marine in America. So do you get what I'm saying? Atwood seems to have one rule for one person and one rule for another. If he's olive oil and wax, yum, yum, yum. So if he were willing to go to them lengths to try and clear that bloke's name or to prove that he wasn't who he said he was, then is he now not willing to do that with Dicky, but he's going on somebody else's YouTube channel and saying that he doesn't support him anymore and he ain't spotted him for months. Why ain't he doing that on his own channel to his own supporters? Because that person whose channel he's going on hasn't got 1/100th of the subscribers of what Dicky's got, but yet what Atwood's got, but Atwood were willing to have Dicky on his show, but he's not willing to go public with it on his own channel. You know what I mean? It's just a bit fucking farcical. Diet Coke still runs the bath for Dicky. You're fucking relentless, you're lot, aren't you? Hey. Let's Uncle K's hilarious, speaks facts. Right, let's actually play Uncle K's video because I'm watching this morning and he's a fucking. Wait a minute. Yeah, let me spin my thing round.
Diet chips, eh? Decker shit himself and said diet chips down.
Let me turn it up a bit because I don't think that's loud enough. Neighbours' fucking ears aren't rattling yet, so that needs to go up a bit more, doesn't it? I'm pressing the wrong button. Phew, silly ball bastard. I've lost remote for soundbar, so I'm having to do it manually. It's like being back in fucking 90s. Right, turn that up there. There you go. Get up there, son. Right, start again.
Diet chips, eh? Decker shit himself and said diet chips down. Diet chips, eh? You big fucking nonce. You big bacon. Yep.
I can neither confirm or deny if diet chips is a nonce or a bacon.
Oh, let me state this much. Like I stated last week on this channel right here, there was police turning up. There was security letters going around the RVI in Newcastle after Dekahegi posted it on his YouTube channel. We all knew he weren't turning up. Got told a week ago he weren't turning up. He said diet chips down. Diet Chips is sweating outside the RFI. Right ball bag stuck to his big toe. Fucking. Yo, if you've ever seen a bigger nonce than Diet Chips, let me know in the comments, people. Diet Chips. Now, I'm not saying he's a certified nonce, but I'm saying he looks like one. If he ain't a certified nonce, he at least looks like one, people. You know what I mean? Plus, we can't forget the ball bag incident. We cannot forget the ball bag incident where when Decker was doing a live stream at his dad's ass, his dad walked past, stark bollock naked with his balls hanging out in the background. So we already know when a big adult is walking past his son who's 40, bollock naked, you know that some fruity shit going on there. Diet Chips. What I want for you, Diet Chips? Yes, man. Decker Heggie, the streaky bacon of YouTube. Fake Acro sent Diet Chips down with it, so no one punched his head in. Big up Motorsports, yes, man. Big up all the fucking funny cuts for that. Come on, man. Big up all the real ones. Decker Heggie, you big fucking bacon. Even Max, in Decker Heggie, you bacon.
Max is his dog, and he's asking his dog if Decker's a fucking bacon.
I Chips,
oh, man, put it off then.
Fucking Max, in Decker Heggie, you bacon. Even Max, not yes or no, Max? Yep, see, told ya.
So even his dog knows that Decky's a fucking bacon. And I told you about him after Animals, didn't I? Hey, I told you about him at Animals on last video I did. That's why he got that smock on, because he were going at vets, and they were going to start putting his thermometer up fucking Animals' arseholes. And then he said police stopped him from going to hospital on motorway because they said, in his words, it's not a circus. And they know that he likes to go to circuses and pretend he's a vet so he can stick his thermometer up fucking Animals' arseholes because he's a dirty fucking anal rapist. That's what he is. Dirty bastard. Dirty bastard indeedy. Anyway, so let's get on to something else now. We've listened to we've listened to them words of wisdom from Uncle K. Now I'm going to read you out a statement from Dickery-Doo, Dickery-Hey, his cock, and what he's got to say. So let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see, indeedy. I've got two statements from him. First one, we got the first one. That's what you generally do, isn't it? And this one is from his video. Please stop me on way to RVI. Trolls, you grasses. And it's from the official All or Nonsense podcast. Oh, sorry, it's not All or Nonsense. It's now the official Nonsense podcast. So let's read his pinned comment. And I will do it in the fucking voice that I always do everything he writes. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. I will now continue with my podcast and documentary work. I won't be proving myself to anybody. If people want to see paperwork, they can come along to mine and see it. Have a great, positive day, people. But let's have a think about this, right? He's saying you can come along to his and look at it, laugh at it, throw a lump of fat at it. But he's not at his, is he? He's hiding in his fucking mum's box bedroom. And that's why he's putting that curtain up behind him all the time, so nobody knows where he is, because he's a dirty fucking bacon. And he's hiding, and he don't want nobody to know where he is, because somebody might fucking turn up and splat his noggin again. But we're not into violence on this show. No. We're into art attack, attacking people with art. And it's back on Friday, art attack. So let's now go and look at his other comment that he made on his video, right? So that video where he said that police had told him he couldn't go because it wasn't a circus and they didn't want him fingering any animals in hospital, even though he got a smock on pretending to be a nurse, and they were going to run from ward to ward and try and fucking anally take people's temperatures until they actually found him, and then he'd run to another ward, then he'd run to another ward, then he'd run to another ward. Anyway, so then his next video is 1 second on the official Nonsense podcast. Nonsense podcast. It's later than his other videos called. I'm going to struggle here with this one. Father outside RVI, 10:30 a.m. with paperwork. On the official Nonsense podcast. And his pinned comment on this one is a good one. It says, 18 hours ago, the official Nonsense podcast. Let me just burp. In fact, let me have a drink. Oh, burpy derpy. And this video is sponsored by, what is it? Hazelnut latte coffee. Comes in 1.5 litre cup. Anyway, so official Nonsense podcast. Very funny, Mr. Motorsports. Very funny, Mr. Motorsports was there. You in a black Range Rover. Never once said nothing about seeing paperwork. I'll get into. We'll break it down after. Let me just take peacefully from this one first. 1, you came with backup because you're a shit house. And 2, you walked right past my mother and father and said nothing. Poor cowards. You've come down for content. That's all it is. Views and likes for your channels. Not taken into consideration. This is bullying online. Oh, you're bullying me. I'm a fucking wrong'un and you're fucking telling people I'm a wrong'un. Just leave me alone and let me keep being a fucking wrong'un. It's not fair. I like being a wrong'un and you're trying to spoil me food. You naughty, naughty bastards. So, but first, if you don't know, Motorsports, his channel's called Motorsports Buggies, and he turned up with his mate. And Dicky saying he turned up in a black Range Rover. But let me have a click-see down this fucking thing that he said, and I'll get responses from Motorsport Buggy, if I can find any. I'm sure he's made a response to him. Da-da-da-da-da. It's Dicky and Double D. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's have a look. See if he's got to have responded, hasn't he? Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, we got it here, right? So, is it Motorsports Buggies responded? Listen, Decker, shut up. You put a thing out for people to see your acro. I came down with a guy that's disabled at the moment. Stop playing victim here. I came down to see a bit of paperwork. And you shat yourself to come. If you want to start playing victim, I'll turn up into a fully blown villain. I'll turn into a fully blown villain. I come in peace. You didn't turn up. And what he's saying, right? Motorsports has been quite fucking impartial in all this. And he went to see his paperwork. And why did he go to see his paperwork? Because Dicky invited people to go and see his paperwork. And now Dicky's decided, and everybody's vultures. And everybody's... But this best bit of this one, what Dicky said here. You came with backup. He's come with his fucking mate. It's a long drive, you know. He might be a bit tired when he's driving, so he's making fucking help drive. Because you shithouse. But he has a shithouse for turning up. When you ask people to fucking turn up, you stupid bastard. And then you walk straight past my mother and father. Well, if you walk past your mum and dad, why didn't you then say up and you come for paperwork? It's here. I bet you don't even know what your fucking dad looks like, let alone your mother. I've never seen your mother ever. I don't think nobody's ever fucking seen her. You stupid born bastard. Anyway, let's come back and have a look and see what you're all ranting on about. Let me tell you now, one very lucky man that he didn't turn up. He contradicts himself every time he opens his mouth. He fucking does. But he don't care. This is the thing. We seem to think that he cares. He don't give a fuck. He'll be fucking wanking over this now. Oh, they're talking about me. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, get fucking... Come on, Diet Chips. Keep the pull for me. Pull it. Go on, keep pulling it. See if you can pull it off. Oh, I love that. Oh. He's just a fucking nutcase, an absolute fucking lunatic. And I know I try to make light of all this, but he is an absolute fucking maniac. And if you don't get stopped, he's never gonna stop willingly. Anyway, I just wanted to have a little rant this morning, so I've had my little rant. And I don't know what to do with Dicky now. I don't know what would we do. I know everybody's going to be doing these documentaries, which is brilliant, so we can get this fucking information out here. But other than that, do I really want to give him any fucking more airtime, unless it's factual stuff? But I know it's good to take piss at him so people can see that he's just an absolute dickhead. But he's just getting more subs. I don't know. It just boggles your mind. Right, granted, I watched some Anne Dryden's thing yesterday, and granted, yeah, it's like watching a car crash, and people have wanted to watch this fucking car crash. But it's the longest car crash in history. And if most of them people aren't using ad blocker, he's making money on it. Me, if I ever look at any of his videos, it's ad blockered up to the tits. There's no way I'm putting a penny in that fucker's pocket. What else were I going to talk about? I'm sure I want to talk about something. I forgot. Let me have a look. See, indeed. Oh yeah, Tony's doing a documentary. They're going to Carlisle on Friday. So anybody who wants to go to Carlisle, go over to Tony's channel, Big Tony Burkett, and have a word with him. See if there's any rooms in car, or if you want to go on your own, you can meet up with him. And they're going to interview some victims. So that'll be an enlightening experience. But other than that, I think that's it really. So I'll bid you farewell this morning. I don't know what I've got in plan today, because I have booked into doctors yesterday to go in today. But I feel a lot better, so I might cancel that and just stick some more oil in my ears. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Total Pippins.